What is going on, guys? MMA Island team, we got the fight picks, and we are back with UFC Vegas Hermanson versus Vittori. And we got an interesting one here, man. We got Jimmy Flick taking on Cody Durden. Interesting matchup, man. Obviously, last time we saw Cody Durden was the matchup against Chris Gutierrez that ended via draw. And hey, shout out to you, Cody Durden fans, because I don't know why, but the last fight pick video we did with Chris Gutierrez, Cody Durden, we had like a bunch of people in the comments going, Cody Durden's a beast. Cody Durden's so awesome. So, hey, and he looked awesome. So shout out to you guys. And I want to see you guys in the comments again, showing some support for your boy, Cody Durden, in this one. But yeah, and got to talk about Jimmy Flick as well. Really, really interesting to see him come in from Dana White Contender Series. He's got a tough matchup against Cody Durden, but pass it on to Slate to start us off.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting fight. I don't know too much about Jimmy Flick. I remember seeing him on Contender Series where he got the big win in the third round. It was quite the highlight. Number one in Oklahoma, which ain't much in my book. No, I'm just joking. Just a little Southern State rivalry there. No need to get alarmed, anybody. No need to get alarmed. But Jimmy the Brick Flick. Normally I'd pick a guy debuting off a big win on Contender Series, but Cody Durden seems really solid. And actually, not that I'm basing my entire pick off this, but Cody Durden went to a draw with Chris Gutierrez, and Jimmy Flick has an early loss to Chris Gutierrez, or not an early loss. He has a loss in 2018 to Chris Gutierrez by punches in the third round.
Oh,
and
wow.
we've seen Jimmy Flick, MMA has seen, not me, I didn't see these fights, but we've seen him get knocked out a few times. I think that Cody Durden is the safer pick here, and I'm trying to get my percentages up, man. I'm trying to make safer picks these days. I'm not trying to while out as much because I'm trying to be a respected member of the community.
Trying to get on the at Fight Pick Kings on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm trying, dude. The first time I ever did it, I was just tragically wrong, and I was like, oh well. Cody Durden. I don't know much about this guy either. As much as I don't know about Jimmy Flick, I mean, I know a little bit about them both. I'm excited to see the scrap, but I'll be taking Cody Durden here. What about you?
Yeah, so, man, a lot of things to mention. I think one thing that totally stands out when looking at Jimmy Flick's recent fights, at least, is looking at him. He hasn't had a fight end in either submission win or knockout loss in 11 fights.
I mean, the dude, like, he's a savage, for real. Like...
And just to put it in numbers, it's not like he got like 11 or 10 submission wins and 1 KO loss. He's got like 3 KO losses and then 8 submission wins. So it clearly this dude is either submission win or KO loss. That's typically how his fights go. He's got 1 decision loss and 2 decision wins in 20 fights. So clearly, this dude is coming out to try and submit you. He had a really tough ask in the in his Dana White Contender Series bout going up against Nate Smith. Took him 3 rounds, 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the third round, gets a submission win. And hey, again, and I took off my jersey. If you guys noticed that, I'm boiling down here. I don't know why, but just.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking freezing up here.
So yeah, talking about Cody Durden. This is why I said shout out to you guys with Cody Durden, because I'll be honest, I didn't really buy into his hype. I didn't really buy into his hype when you guys were saying, "Oh, this guy's awesome." I just thought you guys were hometown fans, and you're like, "Oh, this dude's my dude. He's awesome," and he was awesome.
Where's he from?
He was great. Covington, Georgia.
Oh, I will say I feel better about picking him now that I learned that he's a southpaw. Is Jimmy Flick also a southpaw?
I am not sure, to be honest. So
doesn't matter.
This is the main thing about Cody Durden is I was impressed. I was so impressed by him, and I'm happy to say I'm picking him in this one. I'm on his side for this one. And man, the main reason is not the main reason. I shouldn't say the main reason. I'm picking Cody Durden just because, and it's not very high confidence, just because I don't know, man. So you saw their last fight ended via draw, which I think was totally the right call, just because I think you give a 10-8 clearly to Cody Durden in the first round. He had him in a rear naked choke position, like back mount position the entire round. He's batting him in the head, and he's fighting for that rear naked choke the entire round. And man, I'm a big Chris Gutierrez fan, but it was kind of weird to see Chris Gutierrez kind of stay in that position for as long as he did. And I
Agreed.
think that Cody.
Oh, it's coming back to me. I remember this fight now.
Yeah, so if Cody Durden goes to the ground with Jimmy Flick, I think you got to give Jimmy Flick the advantage, just because that's where we've seen him be very, very good. But Cody Durden looked pretty good standing up against one of the technical strikers, one of the underrated technical strikers, I would say. And I was, like I said, I was impressed with him. He looked pretty good in this one. And when he got to the ground, he kept it there. He kept it where he wanted in the first round. And it was a tough ask, man. That's why I said, I was like, wow, I can't believe all these people are behind Cody Durden, because Chris Gutierrez is a beast. He is a beast. And yeah. Cody Durden went out there and fought very, very hard against Chris Gutierrez. So it was interesting, man. Super, super interesting. I'm going with Cody Durden on this one. And we got Slick going with Cody Durden as well. I got to say this, and I don't know if I said it or not just yet, but it's pretty low confidence on my side, just because if it does go to the ground, Jimmy Flick is a beast, and he will be trying to end the fight very, very fast. So I could see a submission coming in from Jimmy Flick, but I do think that Cody Durden has the ability to take him to the distance and even knock him out if he has to. So passing it on to Zach the Ghost. Zach the Ghost actually has Jimmy Flick taking this one.
Of course he does. God.
Zach will be the lone wolf on this one. So shout out to you, Zach. Let's see if he's right. But low confidence for me going with Cody Durden on this one. Really interested to see what you guys got to say. Shout out to you Cody Durden fans. And hey, shout out to Jimmy Flick fans as well. Maybe he's got a whole army with him as well. But let's get a war in the comments. Who you guys going with? Let's see who we got more numbers for. But yeah, really, really excited for this one. One of the guys I was really excited to see fight again was Cody Durden, and excited to see him fight in this one. I got him. Slick's got him. Zach's got Flick. Super interesting fight. Make sure you guys are liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and checking out the other Fight Pick videos.